Hey everyone, so this is another update for our COGS102C project, Cognitive Design Studio. By now our team has definitely got a good collection or body of data from interviews and observations. We interviewed people from different majors, as stated before, from different departments, different kinds of classrooms, so whether it be older classrooms like Peterson or Mandeville, or newer classrooms like Pepper Canyon or Rady. So we've definitely covered a wide scope, lecture hall / desk users, and we decided to narrow down our focus to not the entire classroom, because that is not necessarily really feasible in the span of a quarter. We have definitely narrowed it down to just the desk itself and how a user would utilize the desk. So definitely trying to be as user-centered and student-centered and data-driven as possible by just focusing on the desk and specifically tuning in on those elements of the desk itself that a user responds to, that a user interacts with, while in lecture halls or in discussion rooms or whatnot. So after this week, we have definitely thought that there is a possibility that we could narrow it down even further, not just the desk itself, but maybe an aspect of the desk. So whether it be its comfort level or its how, I don't know, eco-friendly it is or something. We're definitely thinking about narrowing down our focus even more so, but we'll see what comes in the next couple of weeks or so. But in terms of, I guess, physical work and progress that we've done, we have, like last week, we have completed our affinity diagram, and now we're in the process of making prototypes. Each of us designed our own prototype, and each of our prototypes have different elements that kind of act as a solution to a problem that we realized or encountered in during our interviews or observations that we noticed. So our solutions are these little adjustments or little additions, little manipulations to a typical desk that reflect the interviews and the observations and just our data in general. The features that we want to incorporate in our final model or our final prototype of a desk, after we have consolidated all of our prototypes into one, are going to be the features that we found to be the most brought up. So in our interviews, doing like a tally count of how many times like bag was put up or brought up, or how many times crowded was put up. We're going to put a tally to all those instances and see which ones were the most common, which ones were the most popular, which ones were the most troublesome. And those are the ones that we want to specifically work towards making a model for. When we all shared our models, we all had a physical sketch that we presented to the rest of the team. We explained what elements of the desk were designed in the way that they are and for what purpose, what reason. We plan to consolidate all this into one final sketch. Here is some footage of some of the sketches that we've gone through and our sessions in terms of communicating with each other what we thought was most relevant. So moving on to next week, we definitely need to kind of refocus and re-clarify exactly what is our data and how quantitative we want it to be. Like, how can we use our observations and use our interviews to come up with actual like hard data. So that is what we're in the process of doing currently. So we also spent some time working on personas. So I guess the different kinds of users there are, giving them a label, I guess, to be specific. So an example of one would be the athlete who carries all around a lot of luggage and may use up more surface area, more desk space than a user who doesn't bring anything or doesn't bring much, a minimalist would. So the athlete, the minimalist, the sleeper, who is physically present during a lecture possibly, but maybe not mentally. So just different personas we have gathered from evidence and observations. So yeah, that's about it for this week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.